Hey Flock, Mike here from Epic Duck Studios. Welcome to the assembly guide for Captain Rex from the Star Wars Shatterpoint core set. I do recommend having the official assembly documents handy for reference. You can find those at epicduck.com/shatterpoint. However, there's a few areas where the assembly can be made just a tiny bit easier, and I'd like to point those out to you. The core set comes with 2 sprues of characters broken up into different segments. The part we're looking for is Section B for Captain Rex. If you've already clipped Anakin off the sprue, Rex is right beside him. Before we get started, take a look in the plastic bags that your sprues came in. Sometimes very small parts will break off and you'll find them in the bottom of the bag. I'll be using 2 different plastic cements for this build. The first up is Mr. Hobby Mr. Cement S. This is my go-to plastic cement. It's basically the same thing as Tamiya Extra Thin, except I have a local store that carries it. That's really it. The other is Red Magma Cement from Ammo by MIG. This is also a very thin plastic cement. The difference is it has a very small brush applicator and it's got a red dye added to it. On very small, tight joints, the red dye just makes it a little more obvious that you've got the glue where you need it. I'm going to begin by just clipping all of Rex's parts from the sprue. What's nice about Rex is none of the parts are really confusing, so I can clip all of them off and still identify them on the table. With certain models, such as the battle droids, some parts can be a little bit confusing because they look really similar, and it's best to leave them on the sprue until you need them so you know which piece is which, but we don't have that problem here. Now Rex has a few very light mold lines, mostly running along the sides of the legs. I'm using the side of my X-Acto knife to just lightly scrape them away, using very minimal pressure so I don't cut into the leg. Honestly though, these mold lines are so fine that if you were just doing a quick tabletop paint job, I wouldn't even bother removing them. When you're cleaning the pieces of the model, aside from looking for mold lines, you also want to look for these tiny little bumps of sprue left over. There's generally 2 or 3 of these on each part of the model, and no matter how good your flesh cutters are, there might still be a little bit of this left behind. The bottom of Rex's left hand was really close to the frame, so I actually clipped a little bit of frame off with the hand, and here I'm just using an X-Acto knife and a cutting mat to trim that away. Now it's worth noting that Rex is a bit more complicated to build than Anakin Skywalker was. In fact, he's probably one of the most complicated models in the kit except for the battle droids. I'm going to begin by first gluing his left and right legs together and then gluing the comma, aka butt capes, over the legs. And this is actually where things are about to go wrong. As I attach the second comma to the legs, they just let go. They just fall right out. It's a quick, easy fix though. It just takes a little bit more plastic cement and a little bit more patience. Some of the thinner plastic cements also dry very quickly, and if you don't work fast enough, they dry out before you can get 2 pieces together. Now this is where I realized I forgot to clip a bunch of Captain Rex off the sprue. The front and back of his torso, his shoulder pad, and his 2 head options are still all on there. So with Rex, you've got the option of him either wearing a helmet or not wearing a helmet. The helmet is 2 pieces, the bare head is 1. So you've got a little more assembly one way, the other way you've got to paint a face. Up to you which way you want to go. Once you've got all these additional pieces clipped from the frame, give them a once over, removing any little bumps where they attach to the sprue, and cleaning up any mold lines, especially along the length of the arm and around the top of the torso. And now we're back to assembly again. I'm going to put the torso together next, adding a decent amount of glue to one side, and then just pushing the 2 halves together, giving them a really good squish, and setting it aside for a little bit to dry. If you've chosen to use Rex's helmet, there is a mold line that runs across the top of the head from the left side to the right side, and it sneaks in right behind the rangefinder, so you want to make sure you're using just the very tip of an X-Acto blade to scrape it out of there, or just live with it, your choice. Once you've got that mold line removed, you're ready to glue the helmet together. You just grab the back of it, apply some glue to the obvious internal area there, and stick the faceplate on. Give it a good little squish, and set it aside. Alright, that's it for sub-assembly, so now we're going to start putting all of our pieces together. You'll want to attach the torso to the legs next with a decent amount of your plastic cement. Make sure you get some in that little divot in the bottom of the torso because that's what really binds it to the legs. Before attaching Rex's helmet to the torso, I decided to give it a dry fit because it looked like I may have cut away a little bit of the pin that slots into the torso. It fits nicely though, and a little bit of plastic cement will have it holding there just fine. But this is also where I screw up. You want to attach the shoulder pad before the helmet. The helmet gets in the way. I'm going to go ahead here with the rest of the assembly, attaching both of Rex's arms and the thermal detonator at the small of his back, and then I'll figure out the whole shoulder pad situation. The contact point for the thermal detonator is really small, so I'm using my red magma cement here specifically because it just has a very tiny brush. Now this piece is really small and can be a little bit tricky to handle, but thankfully the contact point lines up really nicely. So here's the assembly step showing the head and shoulder pad being attached to the torso, and it's not made clear that one should go before the other, but you definitely want to put the shoulder pad on first. So this was my first attempt to attach Rex's shoulder pad, and it didn't go well. It went so badly, in fact, that I ended up knocking his arm off, but that made room for the shoulder pad to attach, so it was kind of a mixed blessing, and putting his arm back on was pretty trivial. Alright, Rex is fully assembled. Let's get some plastic cement on his feet and get him on a base. Now I wanted to make sure Rex was really well secured to his base, so I'm going to bring a little bit of the red magma cement in, just slightly tap it to where the boot meets the base, and let capillary action allow it to flow in anywhere under the foot that doesn't already have some plastic cement. And with that, Rex is done and ready for priming and painting. Thanks for watching, and until next time, do something epic.